Hi guys, it's Katie from Creativa here, and I am surrounded by a bit of a mess, but I thought I would turn the video on and we'll do this together. Well, it was always my plan to do it together. Usually I'm a bit more organised than this, but well, you know, this is probably why I call these sessions a bit more like a craft with me session than a tutorial, because I'm not so organised. But anyway, we've been making this organiser, and we did this patchwork cover and put it all together. And in the last video, whoops, we did the inside cover, which took a while because it's got these fancy little window pockets, and then we've got 3 pockets here, so we still have the inside back cover to do, and also the pages. I can't think of my words today. And then some inserts and things, and we did this little insert in the last one as well, which is just a little notebook holder, which is pretty cute. And I mastered the eyelets. Well, they went okay. So that one's done. So I did have it in here, but I don't know that it wants to live in there. I might have to put something skinnier in there. Anyway, so we've done the cover, and I'm going to start doing the pages today. So this is what we're making. I call it the Grande Organiser, and they are SVG files, and in this booklet I have all of the files, sort of screenshots of all the files. So the things in blue are the actual pieces themselves, and the things in pink are the mats. But for this one, I'm not using mats so much. I printed directly onto cardstock, and I'm using my pieces like that without mats. So that's pretty exciting because it makes it go much faster. But so we're making something like this one. Nice, big, thick, chunky organiser. And inside we have lots of pockets, and these are the inserts that we can pull in and out, like so. So there's plenty of room for those. I think there's 4 of these elastics, so you can get at least 4 inserts in there. Then there's pockets galore, more pockets here, side pockets as well. I don't have anything in these ones, but it's falling out. Little envelopes that flip out, more pockets, another insert. A double belly band here with a little file folder in this one. So more envelopes and pockets, another insert, and then a big accordion envelope in the back, like so. And behind that is also a nice little hidey hole pocket. So that's what I'm making. And the one that I want to make, using that patchwork cover, the inserts are going to be like this. A monthly planner at the front, and then daily planners for a month in here, and then some more notes and stuff at the back. So that is a month there. And so you can just pull these out and replace them with a new one when you've run out of, or when you've used that month up. So I've actually created this as a PDF, and I've put it in my Facebook group. So if you'd like to join, it's called Creativa Divas, and you'll find this as a little freebie in the files section. So anyway, let's put those guys aside. I'll just pop them there. And so how I usually do a video is I cut out all the pieces, and then I show you which pieces I've cut out, and we cut off the tabs, and then we put it all together. But I've already cut out all the pieces for all my pages. I've inked around them. I've cut off the tabs already, but I was just trying to remember to show you as we go through. So I've cut out all the pieces for all 4 pages, and also the accordion envelope in the back. So I'm hoping that we can just put it all together, see how far we get today. I want to get it all done, so then I can just do the inserts, because I want to use it. Okay, so we're going to do this first page here. Usually I would put all the pages in straight away, but because we're using the pieces without the mats on, I have to think a little bit about where I place the tabs. So I have not put the base pages in yet, but I'm going to grab the base page out of page 2, and then I better put the tag on it. It says page 2 on there. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to scrap that. Let's put that back in there. Let's just work on one page at a time and then stick them together at the end. That's what we'll do. Okay, so we'll put these pieces aside and we'll start on page 1. And let's see how we go. So I've cut all these pieces out already. So I've got lots of bits. So let's see, this is my base page. So that's C1, I believe. Yeah, C1, and it's got tabs along the top and the bottom and down the side, and I've cut the one off down the side. I've left the 2 top tabs on, and then I've inked it and sewn around it, so I don't need that side one. And then what else? I can't remember. What was my plan when I cut all of these pieces out? Let's have a look. I've got 2 of those guys, so they were obviously going to stick together. So maybe they were going to go on the side. Oh, hang on, I think I might remember now. Let's have a look. This is an envelope. I can see that this is an envelope. Right, those 3 pieces make an envelope. I think that might have, yeah, I'm going to put that on the front. Yes, it's going to go on the front of there, that, and then we're going to have a double belly band. Okay, I know what I'm doing now. So, these 2 pieces here are the same. I've just cut the 2 tabs off this one here, and they are M1. So M1 is actually the large Moleskine notebook cover, and actually it's got tabs on all 4 sides. So on this one, I've cut off this side tab, and on this one, I've cut off this side tab and those 2 top tabs. And my plan is that I'm just going to sandwich those together and make a pocket and attach it to the side. That's what I'm going to do. Alright, so let's do that to start with. So I have notched these out with my envelope punch board. Where is that? So you can use a, oh, smash, bang, crash, sorry. You can use this around a circle punch, but I'm not very good at lining it up, but I do like this because all you do is find the center. So you can see on this one I found the center, and then you just slide it under here, line up your line with the center mark there and smash it, and then you've got that little you know, pull out section thing, and it's always the same, and I don't mess that one up. Okay, so I'm using my normal glue, which is this Tiger Grip by Helmer, but you just use whatever glue you like, and I've just put it in this little container. So let's see. The thing that I love about this collage paper, actually, this collage paper is also in the files section of my Facebook group if you're interested. The thing I love about it is it doesn't matter even if you cut the pieces out upside down or the wrong way around, because, you know, collages sort of look like that anyway. So I'm just going to, I'll bend this one over this way for a minute so we can see where the edge is, and I'm just putting some glue on that long tab and attaching this one to this one along that edge. Make sure it's lined up. And if I fold these tabs in, it's still lined up. And then if it's not, we can trim it to fit. No fear there. It does need to come up this way a little bit. Yeah, so these are SVG files that I have cut out using my Cricut, and you can use any kind of a electronic cutting machine to cut them out. So I don't have to do any measuring or cutting. or even scoring, because my Cricut's got the little scoring tool. So I just decide which pieces I want to put together. And so, as I was saying, this is a, stay up. This is actually the notebook cover, but I'm using it as a pocket instead. So I like that I can use different bits in different ways. Okay, I'll get my trusty rag out, but mainly for my fingers. Okay, and then I'm just going to squash those down. I mean, burnish. I really like this stitching around the edge too. I think that looks really good. Okay, not bad. I just think up here it's a little bit off. My glue doesn't give me much time to think about things. So I'm a little bit long here. But that's okay. I'll just put some ink on there, and you'd never know. Okay, and then my plan was, with these other bits, is to make an envelope here. So I'm going to put this guy straight on top. So this piece is E1. What's E1? E1. It's a short pocket. It's the fatter of the short pockets, and I've just cut the tab across the top, and I'm going to pop that straight down on there so we have a pocket underneath. But before I do that, I need to add this guy on the top. This guy is F1. F1 is this waterfall piece here, but I'm using as an envelope topper. So let's just put some glue across here, you know, envelope flip. And on this one I did remember to print it double-sided, so that's the thing. So I'm just going to pop that on the top here, line it up as best I can, which isn't very good. What I should have done, I've got time, I'll just grab my scissors. I should have just snipped these little edges off. I think that might make it a bit easier. Okay, let's try that again, shall we? I'll put a bit more glue on, and I'm going to fold it over and attach it to that top section where I've already cut that tab off. So I've already done a series on how to make this organiser, and it's a much more structured video, so I'll try and remember to put the link to that playlist on here so that you can see that. You can go and have a look at that if you're interested. Okay, so then we need to put this pocket on the bottom, and that's going to be at the bottom of our envelope. What piece is this? F3. Luckily for me, I have written the piece numbers on there because they all start to look a bit the same after a while. F3 is this pocket here, so it's just a short stubby pocket with 4 tabs around it. I've left that tab on, and what I'm actually going to do is just stick it down, and then that'll make the top of the pocket a little bit more reinforced. I'll just give it a little burnish. Get the glue off my foam folder before I spread it around all over the place. Okay. Now, I can attach the bottom of this to my end, to the top. I can attach this to here, but I'm just going to do the bottom tab at the moment because I do want to put a closure on here, and I have to think about what kind of a closure. I think I might go with the old policy envelope style closure. Okay, so if I fold those tabs up, looks good. I'm going to have to fold that one up. Yeah. Cute. Look at that. Right, so I just need to think about a closure. I had a little skerrick of, I'm surrounded by stuff here. Here we go. I've got a little skerrick of, just chop these bits off, cardstock, and I think I'll just make some circles with my punch, which I can't find. I can't find anything. I know where it is. It's just trying to get to it without upsetting all these other things. Oh dear. Under there. Here we go. I think I'll go with the little circles. I think on that other notebook, I think I used the bigger ones. Let's chop it out, see what it looks like. They're really tiny, and then this is the inch punch. They're quite a bit bigger, aren't they? I'll go with the bigger ones. Alright, so I need 4 of those. Put you aside in case we need you later. 1. Might need to get another piece of this. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Don't do any more of those, we're going to need some more cardstock. So I'm just going to glue this guy to this guy. I did not need to put glue on all 4 of those. 2 would have been sufficient. Down. I can't wait to finish this guy. I really want to use him. This one is for me, and I'm really enjoying this sort of junky journal style. There's my distress ink. I'm using vintage photo. I'm just going to ink around these. Yeah, so I've been busy coffee dyeing paper and making collages. It's been fun. Ooh, that was my tummy, did you hear that? I have eaten. Nothing like watching somebody doing a bit of inking. Okay. So then, to find the centre, so am I going to use eyelets or brads? This is the question. I need to decide this now. Oops. I think I need to use eyelets because I'm not covering it up. Alright, so I rusted some eyelets, so I need to find some of those in here. Take the little ones. Oh, really should have put something. I need a little box or something to put it in so it doesn't go. Oh, here we go. Got this little. There we go. So I just want to use these little ones like that. I just rusted a few bits and pieces in here. Some little charms. Some of them rusted better than the others. I thought I might put some of these in here as well. Oh, they make your fingers a bit grotty. Okay. Here we go then. Here we go. I should do them together so that they both are the same, although they're obviously going to be off centre because they're not too bad. That's not too bad. Okay, so then I need to decide where they're going to go on here. So I might need my ruler. This is 11.2 centimeters across, so we'll call that 5.6. So whereabouts do we want it to go? A bit further down, maybe about there. 5.6. That's where that one's going. There, and this guy about here maybe, or closer, I think, about there. So 5.6, come down a bit. 5.6 is actually over here, about there. Okay, let's not think about that too much. Let's just stick a hole in there and get along. Neat hole there. And I don't think I can reach down here. No. Alright, so I'm just going to use my awl, stick a hole in it. So, I'm going to have to go fairly, there we go. Right, let's try and see if I can get my little eyelet in there. I don't like doing eyelets on camera because I'm really not good at it. I'm not going to be able to get my crocodile in there, am I? Oh dear me, this isn't going well. I can't possibly get it in that far, I don't think. Let's have a little look. So this is where I want it to go. I might need one with a longer shank. Let's have a look. Can I get my eye? I can't possibly get it all the way in there. Well, that was a bad plan. Tell you what, I'll leave that one for now. I won't put it together because I'll have to get out my hammer to do that one. So I'm not going to stick down the sides just yet. But I can do this one, right? So let's get this little eyelet. Can't believe that. So the first thing I think, oh, I'm going to do this, and I don't like doing it on camera, and then I mess it up. Well, I haven't messed it up yet, but I just can't do it on camera. Okay, so that's all squished in, so that looks good though. And then let's get out our crocodile and give it a squash. I always lock it. There we go. Alright, I mean it's really, I might have needed to use one with a longer shank, but c'est la vie. And then we need a bit of string. And I'm just going to, I don't know if this is how you meant to do it, but this is how I do it. I just tie it in a knot around there. Probably don't need that much. And then I just tie it in a knot. Try to anyway. Let's cut a bit off, that might make life easier. Okay. I'm just going to tie it in a knot. Like so. And then just trim this excess bit off here. Come on scissors, work with me. There we go. Okay, so then we have our little bit of string. Okay, and we cannot attach this guy just yet. So what I might do is just paper clip him on so that I don't forget. So I'll just put you there. Okay. So then this guy here is going to go on the front of here, and I'm not going to stick it on here so that we have a pocket behind our envelope, so we can have some room here to put something in as well as inside our envelope. Alright, so let's just put some glue on these tabs. So easy when you don't have to do any matching, I tell you. And I can just come back. I'm just going to come back afterwards and do my decorating and embellishing. But I'm already really loving it. That seems like about right. I'm already really loving it in terms of this collage paper. So that's nice. I was going to tell you what I was using. I had it here. I've been printing. This is the cardstock I'm using. It's Recollections 65 pound 176 GSM, and that's going into my printer, no problems, going through my printer, no problems. I do have to feed them one by one, but that's okay. I can live with that. So yeah, I've just printed straight onto that white cardstock, and yeah, and it's holding up to the stitching really well, and I'm very happy with it. I think it's great. Okay, so I've just realised that this maybe doesn't, whoops, fold over quite as well as I wanted it to. Let's give it a little bit of a burnish down that side. Okay, so that's that one. And then this is our base page. So this will be the edge that gets stuck into the book, and this will be the edge where we can use it as a pocket. So I actually want to attach this to this side here like so, right? So it's going to go something like that, I believe. Yes. So let's just put some glue on this tab and stick it down. Might have been better to have the tab on this side piece instead of this one, but we're done now. It's done. So we just move on from there. But if you were deciding to do this, I would suggest doing it like that. I'm just going to line that up. Stick it down. Whoop. Like so. And fold it over, make sure it folds okay. Lay that flat here like so. And then I'm just going to give it a really good burnish. Like so. Okay, let's have a look at that then. Looks good. Happy with that. I might put a little bit of ink along that side there, just in case you get to see any of that. It looked a bit white. Okay. Up around here. There we go. Lovely. Okay, then on this inside bit here, and I feel like I might want to do a little bit of inking along there as well. I might wait till until the glue dries a bit more. On here, I want to use a corner pocket, which is this guy here. Thinking I might put that there. So the corner pocket was a G1, this one here, but I've just cut it out on the reverse, so I've just flipped it over so that it will sit like that instead of like that. That's all I've done. So I'm just going to, whoops, take the lid off my glue. And this one. Stick her on. Like so. I manage to get glue on myself every time. Okay. And then on here, this is the base page, I'm going to have a double belly band. So this piece here is actually a long pocket. This piece is, I think it might be D2. No, it's D1. D1, this one here. So this one has got pockets on, tabs on 3 sides. I have just cut the tab off on this side, and then I notched it on each side, just because I wanted to. And I've obviously inked and sewn around it. And then I'm using a normal belly band, which is F5, and I'm going to put that one on top, so it's like a double belly band. So I'm going to find the center of this guy here. So of course it's 3.6, so that's 1.5, 1.8 centimeters. Let's see if I can find it. Why did I make it 3.6? 1.9, 1.8, that's about the center. And I'll do the same one here. I mean, you can eyeball it. I'm just not an eyeballer. Not, what did I say? 3.6, 1.5, 1.8. I'm just not an eyeballer. I get it wrong, and then I hate that it's not centered. So this is the only measuring I do really. It's just finding the center of everything. So this one's 8 centimeters, so half of that's 4. Much nicer. So I'm just going to put some glue on these tabs, and then stick this to this. Let's just move you out of the way for a second. Stick this to this. And this side. Like that. Give it a good burnish on this side. Okay, and then I'm going to find the center of my page so I can put this guy down on there. I love that. I really love it. Okay, so this is 16 centimeters. So 8 centimeters is there, and 8 centimeters is there. And I'm just going to, excuse me, I have to flip this around. Glue on this side. Might just put glue on one side at a time. Line that up on there. And on this side. And line that up with my center point, which was there. Like so. And then lay it down and give it a good burnish. Make sure it's really stuck down. Don't want it running away. That was awesome. Okay. Now, that's the first page done, apart from me coming back and fixing up that, you know what, this won't fold over because I put that one too close. There we go. that's our first page. So we'll have our little envelope here when I fix up this guy, and with a pocket here. Then we have a pocket in the side. We'll open it up and we have a pocket here, and then we have a double belly band here. Oh, it's fabulous. Okay, I'm just going to ink up this little section here now because I'm not loving that little bit of white that you can see in there. It's very white compared to everything else. Just try and get in there. Along here. Okay, there we go. Right, so that's our first page. So I'm going to put that aside. We're going to do the second page, and then we can sandwich them together and put it in our organiser. So I'm going to put this to the side. I'm going to put it under something heavy, but I don't have anything heavy. I'll just put it under my little basket here. And page 2. Here's page 2. Can't remember what I was going to do with this one. I know I had an idea when I made it. So this time we have to remember that if we're looking at it in the book, this is going to be the spine side. That's worth remembering. So I might just put a little S here for now, just so I remember that's the spine side, because it's going to sandwich on top of here. So we'll flip this over, it's going to sandwich across there like that. So this will be our front page when it opens up, and then we'll flip it over, and this will be the inside, and this is the spine of the book here. Right, so this is my base page, which is C1. I have just cut off all of the tabs, so I just have this plain piece that's going to attach to these tabs here. Right, so put you away again, page 1. Now, page 2, what was the plan? What have we got? Let's make some space so I can remember. Okay, we have one of these, which means we probably have 2 of those. Yes, so that's going to be a pocket, like so, maybe like so. Right, and then we have 2 of these, so that is probably going to be a pocket. Then we have lots of these guys. Okay, this is obviously going to be a belly band. So one of these, looks like this one might be joining it as a belly band. So that's probably going on the base page, like so. That'll be cool. So we've got a double belly band, but this time it's going across the waist instead of the long waist. Right. Oh, okay. I think I have these 2 long guys as a pocket on, maybe on that side. And then I have these little pockets I was going to put on each one of those. Oh, it's coming back to me now. And then this one is going to be a pocket on, a flip out on this side with some pockets sitting on top of that. Okay, I remember. Okay, so let's start with, put that away. Let's start by making these guys into pockets. So from the last one I've decided that, okay, so I probably don't need that flap here, but the flap that I'm going to attach to the, here should be on, so if I'm using this one here, it should be the inside piece. That's what I'm feeling, so then it sits a little bit nicer there. It doesn't have to fold over whatever else is underneath it. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so if that's the case, then let's make this the bottom piece, and it can fold out like that. Okay, so that's why I'm keeping that tab. Okay. I obviously did think this through at one stage. So, and then this guy we're going to stick on top like a pocket. So like that. Okay, yes, right, so these are E1. E1. That fat short pocket again, this fat short pocket again. So, and it had tabs all the way around. So on this one, I've just cut off the long tab and put my little notch there. And on this one, I've cut off the other long tab and the 2 short tabs. And then we can just sandwich them together to make a little pocket. So let's do that. So this tab's going to attach to our base page. So let's turn that over like that. And then these 3 tabs are going to attach to this piece here. So let's start with the long tab and line that up along here. Like so. Make sure that that's looking pretty good. We can always, you know, trim off any bits that are not quite right. We're happy with that. I mean, I don't need to, it's stuck now already. My glue is pretty quick. Okay, so there's our pocket there. Oops. Okay, and then I've got my little tab, this little bottom tab stuck in there. So now's a good time to stick that down on this one here. Okay, so I'll just squash all that down. So these are these short pockets that I call them. On the base page, they fit perfectly across the bottom of the page like that. So they're as wide as the base page. But I'm using them in a different way this time. I'm using them this way as a little flip out pocket. And then these guys here are the long pockets, so they would go this way. But they're obviously too long to use that way. But the short pockets have got lots of opportunities for you to use in different ways. Okay, so that's that guy, and I have not done a very good job of lining that one up, have I? See that white spot there? Oh, that's going to bug me. Let's just try that. Hopefully that's just the way that I've lined it up. Not well, it would appear, not well. Okay, alright. With a bit of ink, you'll never know. Bit of ink. And on this side. Don't know what that was all about. Okay. I'm just going to ink around here because I can't help myself. Did I even squish that down? I think my stitching is probably making it a little bit harder for it to stick together. But I stitched each piece individually because otherwise I'd have to keep saying, okay, so I've stuck these together now. I'm just going to go and nip around it with the sewing machine. I thought it was just easier if I just did all the pieces individually and then you can just stick them together. Okay, so that's going to go on the side like that, and then we have some little pockets for that as well. Where are your little pockets? Here. So I'm going to put this guy down. So this is an E2 pocket, and then I have got 2 of the E3 pockets. So these are the short pockets again. E2, I've got 1 of those, and E3, I've got 2 of those. So I think my plan was I was going to put this one here and then one of these on top for this side, and then on this side I was just going to put 1. Okay, let's do that. Let's do it. So glue. Oops. Stick on. I'll just fold those guys in. looks alright. One pocket. Haven't lined it up very well. And then one of these is going to go on top. Let's glue these two little tabs down. And this one. Like so. Oops. Okay, glue. And then this guy is going to go on top. So kind of a double pocket situation here. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. And that one's going to go on top. I'm going to try to. Like so. See how that goes. Looks good. Okay, let's just give that a good burnish. Okay, so we have a pocket here, and then we have a pocket here. So many pockets. Okay, I'm going to ink this little tab bit here because I think we'll see that on the edge. I don't want that. Okay, and then so it flips over this way, and then we're going to put this last little guy on here. Let's do that. Glue on there, glue there. So these are, like I was saying, SVG files for your electronic cutting machine, but I am thinking about making these as a printable as well, so that you can still use these elements to make your own organiser, even if you don't have a cutting machine. So, if I do that, I will mention it probably in another video. But you can get these SVG files from my Etsy store, and I'll put the link down below for that. If you want to head over and have a look. Just makes putting things together so easy, and as you can see, I can use all the pieces in lots of different ways, which I think is cool. Okay. Right, so he's going to go on here, like so. And I'm attaching him to this bit here, which is going to be where our pocket is. So then when you open it up, we won't have a tag there. If I was making this and I was matting it, I could easily just line it up on here, and then when you put the mat on, you wouldn't be able to see it. I mean, it wouldn't even be bad if you did see it because of the collage effect, but we will stick this down, and I haven't measured. That's going to kill me. I know that this is, I think, let's just check. This is, yeah, 16 centimetres, so the needle is here, 8. And this is 22, so it's 11, so about 11.3, 1, 2, 3, about there. Okay, I'll just, I mean, I could eyeball it. That was pretty rough anyway, but I'm just going to stick that on there, fold it up, and then make sure it's well stuck on the back. Oh, I've got glue all over my fingers. I'm just going to burnish that down. Sorry, I just had to turn it around because I'm right-handed. It's just easier for me to do it like this. Okay. Okay, and then we just fold that over, and that's that side. So then this one here we are going to make into a pocket, and that's going to go underneath this one. So same deal, we're going to attach this guy, and you can see that this is collage and it's totally upside down. And I'm okay with that because I'm going to put this pocket on here anyway down the bottom, and then you just can't, it doesn't even matter. It just doesn't matter. Okay, so this is these pieces are D2, so these are long pockets. D2, these are the wider long pockets, and I've cut 2 of those out, and I have, so it's got tabs around 3 sides. So this one I haven't cut any of the tabs off, and this one I've just cut the tabs off the short sides because we don't need those. Okay, so I'm just going to attach this one. Just turn them all in. Put some glue on this long tab here. And I made this collage paper. I made 8 sheets, and they're pretty plain. There's 3 that have got some colour on them, and 3 that have no colour on them. And I've just used the same 8 sheets all the way through. Come on, move over. I did not line that up very well. How's that? Because I sort of think by the time you've embellished it and put your inserts and things in, there's not a lot of these bits of paper that I'm going to see for me to necessarily know that all the pages are exactly the same. Well, you know, 1 of 8. Do these guys here. Fold that down, fold that down. That seems okay. I haven't done a great job with my lining up my little notches again. Just really like to burnish these guys down because, you know, that's where it's going to come off, and because I've done my stitching ahead of time, I'm trying to get stitching to stick to stitching, so it just requires a little bit more force. Okay, I'm just going to give this a little trim where my notching skills weren't the best. They're just a little bit out. Oh, I was saying to you, I do it so much better this way. But you know, a bit of ink, and by the time you put something in there, who would know? Who would know? And I think I haven't lined it up too well down here, so I'm just going to snip that little bit off there and ink along here. And maybe a little bit in that corner because I just can't help myself. Alright, so then this one here is going to fold in from that side like so. See my upside down card? And don't sweat it. Let's put a pocket on there. So I've cut out these little pockets here. They are G pockets, I believe. Yeah, G2. I've cut out 2 of those. That's these 2 guys here. And put one on this side and one on the other side. Right. Let's just do it. Or I could put them both on one side. I don't know. You could still stack them up. You could even put them this way, you know, and have one there and one there. But I think I want to put it this way. That's what I'm doing. It's done. Like that. So my plan was to put this one on this side, like so. But you could also put another one here, like that, and have a double stack. But I'll stick with my original plan because I haven't cut anything else to go on here. And then we put some long skinny tags in there, or clip something onto the side. Or both. We could do both. So this is going to go on this side, down here. Don't suppose it matters where. About like that. Stick it down. Cute little pockets. Like a lot. Like a lot. Alright, so then this guy sticks on here like this. So let's do that. My mat's moving all over the place. Okay, that one and that one. Fold her over. Lovely, lovely. Looks good. Get that off there before I get it everywhere. Let's spin it around so that I can do this. So this is our second page. We just need to, look, I've got glue here. Right, so this is going to go like this and this is going to go like this. But underneath there, I have cut out these two pieces for a double belly band. So this one here, I'm going to go here. Hope it fits okay. And then this one's going to go on top. So let's have a little look-see. Did that fit on there okay? Yeah. Let's put this aside for a second while we stick these two belly bands together. Do our little, find our little centre mark. So this is 7.6, so 3 point, let's call it 3 point, let's just say 3.8. Alright, 3.8. If I'm wrong, don't tell me. I'm thinking on the fly. Oh, 3 point, I think it's like 3.75, but who's going to be dealing with that? Okay, now this one, so this is an E2 piece, and then we're sticking an E3 piece on top. So that is E2. It's got tabs all the way around it. I've just cut off the long tabs and put my notches in. And then this is E3. It's got tabs all the way around it. And I think I might just fold these two long ones in and stick them down so that, so I could have done the same with this E2 piece, but I decided to put the notches in it. So I had to sort of cut those off to put the notches in. But if you weren't putting the notches in, you could just fold the tabs down and it would make it extra strong. Okay, so yeah, let's stick these tabs down so they're not flapping around and annoying us. And this one. I just set it down. That one. Get the glue off the end of my bone folder. Okay. Alright, so then this is 5 centimeters, so we need 2.5 here and 2.5 up here for the center. And then I'm just going to glue this guy onto that guy for another little double belly band. I must have been feeling in the mood for double belly bands. And these are actually pockets, but now they're belly bands, which I think is pretty cool. Glue on there, line that up, stick it out, burnish. Okay, so then we can stick this guy down to our base page. Glue there. Base page. So this is going to go in the middle. I mean, it doesn't have to go down here, go up there, but I'm a middle kind of a girl. So my page is 22.5, so that's 11.25, 11.1 up there. If you, oh, I've already got my centre mark there, perfect. If you don't work in centimetres, then use your, just, all we're doing is finding the middle point, and if you prefer to use inches and 8ths and 16ths and stuff that I don't understand, you go ahead. Okay, so you're going to fold over okay, and you're going to fold over okay. Excellent. Burnish, burnish, burnish. Okay, so then this guy closes up like so, and this guy closes up like so, and that's our second page. So now we can attach our first page to our second page. So let's bring our first page back. Right, and this was the spine side, I believe. So if we flip that over, then it's going to attach together like that, and that's going to be our pocket there. Yep. So just flip that over, lay them out, and I'll put some glue on this tab. And some glue on this tab. Oh, I should have got some bulldog clips out so I could hold them together. And I'm just going to sandwich them together and line them up and line them up. Try to. And I would recommend getting some bulldog clips maybe, and just holding those edges together for a little bit. But okay, so that's our first and second page done. I'm going to go and get some bulldog clips. I'll wait for it to dry, and then in the next video we will do the next two pages and probably put this one in our book. So thanks very much for joining me while we do the Grande Organiser, and we're doing this one here with our little patchwork cover, and we'll get towards finishing that off. Hopefully we'll do the next double-sided page in the next video. Alright, thanks, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now. Bye.